Alrighty. Well, I'm going to start off this video by saying when you pull that thing, I'd recommend, unless you're like a fucking professional bodybuilder or something, and maybe you get some help pulling that thing out of there. You know, I mean, it wouldn't be bad if it wasn't in the fucking hood. I'll tell you what, another thing I recommend. Taking this fucking pipe off from underneath the truck, but I don't know, that was a cocksucker. I couldn't really get to it, but if I would have known how much of a bitch that was going to be lifting out of there, I probably would have tried a little bit harder. That being said, our gasket's just fucking destroyed. I think it's fucking been destroyed for a while now. Well, I know it was. That's why I've got to pull this shit apart. Got the gasket sitting here. Not really anything really to show other than if you know, kind of more of an update video than a how-to or anything like that. But I tell you what, those are all 9/16ths. And some of them, I got the rest of them in the Dodge. They're all pretty much the same length, as long as you remember that you gotta, you know, put these across for the top couple. There didn't really seem to be any rhyme or reason to what was what. I thought these things had like a couple of dowels, or were supposed to anyways. Like maybe right there, that would kind of help help you place the fucking thing when you go to bolt it back down. And it doesn't appear to have any. I don't know if they snapped off or something or what. I gotta look into that more. Another thing I saw, it's right, damn it, dropping my wrench. Where the fuck did it go? Yeah, right there. There's a pretty solid imperfection there in the cylinder head. Huh. That looks like there might be a fucking crack in my head. I hope not. I'll have to look more into that later. Whoops, sorry about the finger. I'm not sure what that thing is, but I'm pretty sure I fucked it pulling the manifold out. I have to do something about that. But it'd be pretty easy to get to now without the manifold in here. Be a good time to do the freeze plugs too. But yeah, we got some fluids leaking on this old girl. Head gasket seems like it's fine though, just at least from the touch. Head gasket feels fine. Tell you what I know isn't fine. It's the, ooh, damn, that's fucking disgusting to touch too. Thermostat housing gasket, that's not fine. And I'd imagine by association that the water pump gasket down there, I'd be willing to bet that that also is not fine. But we just fucking keep some fluid in it, and I actually haven't checked it in a couple of days here because we haven't been really running it. Ah, motherfucker. I'm a great cameraman. Son of a fucking bitch. Hands are all oilier and fuck. Oh, she's a little low. Oh, wow, she's quite a bit low. I mean, you guys probably can't see it down there. Probably not. I can see it down there. And it is mostly full, but it's a lot lower than I'd like it to be. We also got something wet spot going on back here, too. I'm not really sure what's leaking there. But a couple of years, I'm going to just rebuild this whole engine, all the new gaskets, and get it cleaned up and painted. And probably won't do anything with the rotating assembly, because that, I mean, it's fucking inline six. It's only ever made about 120, 125 horse for this variation. And it's pretty hard to break a big ass fucking crankshaft like this one's got with only 120 horsepower. So I'm thinking all that's going to be fine. It doesn't really burn any oil or anything, so I'm not going to pull the pistons out and fuck with the rings. I'm just going to do a gasket job on this. Head gasket, valve cover gasket, thermostat housing, water pump gasket. I don't really want to do the main seals, so I probably won't do the fucking main seals unless I get it apart and they're like really, really bad. But if that's not the case, just kind of all the odds and ends gasket, you know, odds and ends gaskets. you know, fuel pump gasket down there, and distributor gasket. It's pretty much every fucking gasket on the thing is going to get redone. And then as far as all the hard parts go, I'm not going to, the timing cover gasket, although I don't think that's really leaking, but I'm going to replace everything and pull the whole fucking motor out. Oh, that gasket too for the service plate. And I'll probably check in there and just see kind of what the push rods are looking like and how clean that is. But I'm not going to do anything with, I don't know, I probably won't even do valve springs. Probably, like I say, just strictly a gasket job. But it'll be all of them. So for right now, hey, that's where my one manifold bolt went. Thought it fell down onto the ground. But for now, I'm just getting the thing to where I can drive it and it's not sucking in a bunch of air and screeching at me and fucking ticking away. If any of you guys watch the videos of this truck, the fucking ticking is just hellacious from, I mean, I know a lot of these have lifter tap. It's just a pretty normal thing for the inline six, but that right there was this right here, and the other half of it's sitting over there, and it was just all bubbled up and bunch of exhaust fumes coming through making that ticking sound, and it just got fucking annoying. The exhaust is fucking rusted right to shit. You can see right there where it's clamped, there's a bunch of little holes, so that sounds all leaky. I got this weird what the fuck of an exhaust job going on. And then had that bullshit cobble job done to, thought I had another pipe in here someplace. Almost positive I got another pipe that I was using, but anyway, that cobble job roughly goes up to this cobble job that got rusted all to fuck. I can't fucking see what I'm recording because of the glare, but yeah, that's what that's looking like. The muffler, fucking smoke and steam coming around the seams. Muffler's actually not really in as bad a shape as I thought, but now you can hear a bunch of shit rattling around in there. It sounded like shit, long story short. And, oh, I had that backwards. Yeah, that cobble job ran up to this one. This pipe's all cut and fucking mangled. And then it come back here, that's all fucked up, and then that went into this. That just looks fucking dandy. That just fell apart on me one day. Like, where the fuck did my tailpipe go? The tailpipe's still in good shape. Hoping to reuse that. Well, not the tailpipe. That's the tailpipe. This is just the fucking 90. I think that's 2 1/4 or 2.5 inch pipe. Didn't really sound too bad until the exhaust just got all fucked up. Then the manifold gasket started getting worse. And so it sounded like shit up here. Then it started kind of running not so fucking good, you know, because of it sucking in a bunch of extra air and all kinds of bullshit. And we just said, fuck it, winter's coming. We don't want this thing to break down on us in the winter. We don't want to be fucking stranded up here with no cell service when it's negative who the fuck knows what outside. And not enough traffic swinging by to help you out. So, figure we'll get the big one out of the way. The one that's giving us problems. As for these other gaskets, we can just kind of keep on adding a bit of antifreeze until the time comes to fix up the rest of the motor. And I'll probably actually get to that before I do the whole engine rebuild, because that won't take long at all. There's just 2 bolts there. Hardest part's getting the fucking fluid out without getting it on the ground so the bird's getting into it, because we don't want that. So anyway, this is already coming up on a 9-minute video. Didn't really think it was going to take that long, but should I guess recap just in case you guys want to fucking learn something from this. 9/16 bolts, those bottom ones, I can get to it like that. I got 2 small extensions going into a deep well 9/16. They're all 9/16. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't pull that fucker out by yourself unless you want to give yourself a hernia. Do as I say, not as I do. Get some fucking help for that shit. And hey, and let me know if you guys have them like fucking placement dowels on there that are supposed to help you guide the thing on. Because I thought I was supposed to have them and I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing it back there either. unless I'm missing something. But yeah, not seeing any placement dowels. So let me know what you guys got if you've ever done this sort of job. And I hope you learned something. Trying to upload all these videos in order, and I'll get some videos of it going back together too. So, all right, peace out. Thanks for watching. Bye.